If you're wondering why Grand Theft Auto 6 is trending on social media, well, that's because their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, had their earnings call the other day, and Grand Theft Auto 6 was brought up multiple times, and we actually got some good news. We'll be talking about what that is and more all in this video today. So that's right, yesterday we had circled on our calendar for quite some time because that was the earnings call for Rockstar Games' parent company and publisher of GTA 6, Take-Two Interactive. They had their earnings call where we hear from executives like CEO and Chairman Strauss Zelnick, and in the past they've actually confirmed Grand Theft Auto 6 news that it was going to be releasing in fall 2025 instead of calendar year 2025. Well, we ended up getting some good news because Strauss Zelnick doubled down and confirmed that GTA 6 is still set to release in fall 2025. Going on to say the Grand Theft Auto series exceeded our expectations as momentum continues to build ahead of the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 in fall 2025. So that was his direct quote from the earnings call, and you can also see on this chart here, this is Take-Two's future lineup announced to dates, and you can see under Rockstar Games, they have Grand Theft Auto 6 still on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, so no PC as of yet, and it says fall of calendar 2025. And that wasn't the only thing they updated. They also have a little PowerPoint that they send out to their stockholders and shareholders too. And for the first time ever under the Grand Theft Auto series, they have this Grand Theft Auto 6 planned to release in fall of calendar 2025. And again, if we were to just take them verbatim, what their word is, fall 2025, we can essentially narrow it down between these dates. And that would be any time between Monday, September 22nd, and Sunday, December 21st. And going off of when Rockstar has released their last few titles, like Red Dead Redemption 2 on October 16th, 2018, and GTA 5 on September 17th, 2013, I would say this is the release date that's likely going to stick. I've said many a times here on the channel and in the past that I already feel like Grand Theft Auto 6 was delayed internally. I feel like when Rockstar put out their very first trailer and it just said 2025, they were probably optimistic that it could come out in spring of 2025. But now, since we've heard from their parent company and publisher Take-Two Interactive, and they've sort of publicly declared that it's now fall 2025, I think that was the internal delay that's already taken place. Therefore, I don't think we're going to be getting another one. And I really do believe that Rockstar likes that fall 2025 timeline. It's when they've released their other games. It's right before the holiday season. It's a win-win for everyone. It also allows Rockstar the chance to have more people get their hands on a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, which again are the only two systems this game has been confirmed for so far. There's no PC and there's no older generation consoles like Xbox One or PlayStation 4, meaning it gives more people time to upgrade their units. Now, a couple of more things that were mentioned on the call, which, by the way, I will leave a link to the transcript in the description if you guys are interested in sort of listening or watching to the entire thing. Something that has happened over the last couple of weeks is the ongoing industry strikes by SAG-AFTRA. And we've talked about in previous videos that GTA 6 was safe from this strike, but we obviously hadn't heard from Rockstar Games or Take-Two Interactive. Well, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick has confirmed that titles currently in development at Rockstar Games and other Take-Two game studios will not be affected by the ongoing industry strikes. So that right there is good news. The strikes themselves is not good news, and Strauss Zelnick even acknowledges this on the Q&A section, which I highly recommend checking out. He acknowledges that this is obviously not great news and that they would like the strike to be resolved, but they are safe, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is safe, so it is not going to have an impact on the development of that title. Now, some more bits of information that I was able to gather from the call, essentially just listening to the executives. They confirmed that fiscal year 2026 for them will be very strong, which to me further confirms GTA 6 coming out in fall 2025. Strauss Zelnick and the team kind of doubled down on this, which does sort of show their confidence in the entire situation and how there won't be another delay. And it almost seems like it's coming at the perfect time for Take-Two and Rockstar because GTA 5 actually failed to sell its usual 5 million copies within 3 months. And overall performance for GTA Online is down. and they expect this downward trend to continue as time goes on. Now, despite this decreased performance, GTA Online, GTA 5, and the entire GTA series, as well as GTA Online subscription service GTA Plus, have gained momentum leading up to GTA 6, so we can probably expect more DLCs to release. Now, moving on, another thing that was talked about on the call is modding and user-generated content. And even though I don't think this is specific to GTA 6, it could very well be a part of GTA 6's multiplayer and even the single-player aspect as well. Take-Two confirmed that they are open to user-generated content and modding in their games, but they did note that they're interested in creating what they call great entertainment products and not user-generated content platforms like Roblox. So they certainly wanted to make a distinction between what they're doing and other companies are doing. And really, last but not least, and something we'll continue to monitor over the next couple of hours and days, is the interviews that CEO Strauss-Zelnick will do after this earnings call. And one of the ones that has popped up has been done with gamesindustry.biz, and he actually talks about Game Pass. And that's one of the things that GTA 6 has been associated with, or at least the idea of it. Would it come to a subscription service like Game Pass on day one? And he actually uses an example, another massive title, Call of Duty, because he says that putting a game like Call of Duty into Game Pass will inevitably push consumers towards subscribing, at least for a bit. And Take-Two does support subscription services, though it does so typically through its legacy titles, yet it has been skeptical around the idea of putting a brand new AAA game into the service on the day they come out. You guys might remember back in 2022, he said that doesn't make any sense to us because economically speaking, we don't think consumers are prepared to pay for that. And we can't afford to turn our business upside down in a way that doesn't make sense economically. And so he asked how this would work with the latest edition of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 in October. He says, I think that offering a frontline title with a premium price and a subscription service day and date will push consumers to that subscription service for at least a period of time. However, he added that this move by Microsoft doesn't change how Take-Two views the subscription opportunity, saying no, it won't affect our decisions because our decisions are rational. So there you go. You heard it from the man himself. That is what he thinks about putting a game like GTA 6 on Game Pass on day one. It's probably not going to happen. Now, in that same article, he also talks about some of the cuts that they've had to make over the last couple of months and years and some of the harder hit areas of Take-Two's business and how they're moving forward in the future, seemingly pointing to GTA 6, saying we have narrowed down the pipeline to focus on the titles that we think will be the most successful. Clearly, Grand Theft Auto 6, but one of the challenges the game faces is there's a lot of gamers, including GTA Online players, who are still gaming on old generation consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One. And GamesIndustry.biz actually asked Strauss-Zelnick about this problem. We actually talked about this in a previous video, going on to say, no, it's not a challenge. You're right. There are certain players that are really interested in legacy titles. We have a superb catalog in this company. It's reliable and generates a lot of net bookings every year. So we are thrilled that there are players interested in legacy titles and even legacy systems. That said, the new hit titles do generate an enormous amount of net bookings in the industry, not just ours, but everyone else. It's really a top 10 title business at the end of the day. Going on to say, within a couple of years of the launch of new hardware, usually usage of the prior generation hardware does tail off meaningfully, but I think that will be the case here as well. It's just a matter of time. And regarding GTA 6 and Take-Two's 15 immersive core titles that are set to come out over the next couple of years, he said there are modest tailwinds which are positive. It's our job to outperform the industry, and the only way to do that is to generate big hits, and I think we have all the necessary elements to deliver that. So even though they didn't come out and say, hey, here's new details about GTA 6, other than the fact they doubled down and confirmed it was still coming out in fall 2025. Lots of positives here. There didn't seem to be any skepticism about the release itself or any issues with the game or questions about Rockstar's ability to deliver on anything about the title itself. All of this really gave positive news, and now we just have to wait for Rockstar Games. They're the ones that just continue to remain radio silent here. So I'll keep you guys posted if there's more details that come out from this call, new information that comes out from any of the interviews that are done, and certainly if Rockstar Games decides to tell us anything. But let me know what you think about everything that's transpired over the last 24 hours on this earnings call and more. Do you think this is good news, bad news, somewhere in between? Let me know what you're thinking down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.